Greetings, this is Vane and welcome back to Let's Play Planescape Torment. Okay, I think it's time we became a sensate. How can you help me? What lectures are there to attend? The festival's current speaker includes a death advocate who speaks of death and what follows it, Grace is the crooked who speaks of the blood war, and Free Planes Aligned who speaks of the power of the alignment and belief. Assuming they currently here and well, we could direct you to one of their lectures at any time. Okay, well, I've watched or listened to them. Tell me about... I want to ask about you. Okay, I had another question. Tell me about the Society of Sensation. The core of the sense of belief is the multiverse can only truly be known through the senses. If one cannot sense it, then a thing isn't. Only through experience all the sensations to be had, can the full truth of the multiverse be revealed. The Society of Sensation, then, is where experiences gather and are shared with others, usually via the sensoriums. Might I become a sensate? In order to join the Society of Sensation, one must be willing and prepared to share their own experiences. 5 are required, one from each of the senses. Alternatively, one may contribute a single experience that has strong elements from all 5 senses. These must have to be new sensations or improvement upon our current stock. Should we find them acceptable, they will be placed into sensory stones, and you, having become a sensate, will be taught sensory touch. It will allow you to draw other wounds into yourself, healing them by accepting their suffering. I'm already a member of the Dustmen, but they will not forgive you. There shall be no going back. I'm ready to join the Society of Sensation. I feel no more loyalty towards the Dustmen. First, what smell or experience involving it would you like to offer us? Actually, I'd like to contribute one experience that involves all 5 senses. I woke up not knowing where I was on a cold, blood-slick iron slab in the bowels of the mortuary, a place where only the dustmen or the corpses in their care have seen. Go on. My entire body reeked of embalming fluid, but even the smell of that was not enough to match the coppery scent of gore around me. Dozens of bodies lay on countless bloody slabs, like the one I rose from, all in the process of being gutted, flayed and alike by nightmarish clockwork devices for reasons unknown. The only sounds were the squeals of laboured metal and the unsteady tread of undead workers as they pushed the slabs around the mortuary on rusted iron tracks. A disturbing experience, and I even left out the part where the chattering skull that flew at me as soon as I was upright. Will it suffice, Splinter? Yes. We shall go to an empty stone now to record your experience. You will then be granted access to those privileges allowed only to members of the Society of Sensation, as well as taught the sensory touch. Accompany him to record your experience and learn the sensory touch. Return to the Circus Festival foyer with Splinter. We welcome you into the Society of Sensation, Traveller. May further journeys and experience pave your road with the great truths of the multiverse. Okay. My thanks. Farewell, Splinter. Okay. So I am now a sensate.
Done.
The attractive young woman smiles. "Greetings, sir." She closes her eye and flips through a large ledger, stopping at what seems to be a random page, and opening her eyes once more. "Ah, here's your room key." She hands you a small key. "The easternmost chamber has been waiting for quite some time for your return. Would you like to rest now, sir?" "No, but what do you mean, waiting my return?" Clerk gives you a strange look. "My logic indicates that this is your key, sir, and has been here for a good long time. If that is not so, then perhaps I'm merely mistaken. Would you like to rest now, sir?" "Yes, that would be nice." Okay.
I'm gone.
Room.
Done. All right.
Small class, see a glass patio.
Done.
Let's have a look at the shelves. Maybe I've left something here.
Done.
Endure. In enduring, grow strong. Your will be done.
Done. I'm gone. The Force did.
Okay. This heavy dodecahedron, about the size of both your fists and bolt together, seeming inexplicably familiar to you. Its texture is cold and smooth, but whether it is metal or stone you cannot tell. A certain almost intangible tension runs over the object, as if it were ready to spring open into the air at any moment. Examine the dodecahedron closely. Upon closer examine, you realise that each side of the dodecahedron is a plate that can be twisted clockwise or anti-clockwise. Appears to be a puzzle box or combination lock. Each of the pentagonal plates has 5 possible positions. The dodecahedron has no less than 244,140,625 settings. It would take every second of the next 77 odd years to hit all the combinations. But then you might just get lucky and stumble onto a solution in minutes. Fiddle with it for a bit. As you methodically twist the cold grey facets of the dodec, a strange sensation forms at the base of your skull. Your hands seem to move of their own accord, turning the object and spinning its facets with mechanical precision. You've done this before. You knew the combinations once, and you also became aware there's a certain danger within the object. Whether it's from simple traps or something less mundane, though, you cannot recall. Keep working on the dodecahedron. In moments, you have what might be the first 4 sides locked into their proper places. As you begin to twist the 5th side of the dodecahedron, you recall a cunning blade trap that would snap out to lash at the meddler's hands, slashing their wrists and severing fingers. You avoid the trap with the proper number of rotations, certain that you've made progress in the unravelling of the object's secret. Keep working on the dodecahedron. After avoiding the dodecahedron's springing blades, you slowly puzzle out the next series of facet positions. As you start to turn the 9th side of the dodecahedron, you suddenly remember that second trap. Jets of toxic gas that would form a billowing cloud of lethal corrosive vapour around a curious medulla. You circumvent the trap with the correct amount of twists, positive that you've nearly unlocked the dodecahedron. Keep working at the dodecahedron. You circumvent the dodecahedron's poisonous gas trap and begin to work on the final facet positions. Just as you're locking the 12th pentagon into place, you recollect sorcerous runes hidden within a dodecahedron that would blast the unwitting holder with bolts of magical lightning. After disarming the trap with the correct number of facet rotations, the dodecahedron clicks and begins to open in your hands. The dodecahedron splits once, twice, and eventually unfolds itself impossibly into a perfectly rectangular tablet the size of a large book. Etched into its surface a series of bizarre symbols. It looks like a code or a language that you feel you should be familiar to you, but it's not. Further examination of the tablet reveals that by twisting the pentagonal facets that are now upon the underside of the tablet, different pages may be displayed across the tablet's face. You finally realise that the dodecahedron is a tome or journal of some sort. Until I learn this language, I might as well just put it away.
Updated my journal.
Okay.
All right.
Look, see what we've got in here.
Failed. Done. Failed.
Failed.
Can't force it.
Forced
And I
it.
have.
All right.
Got no more strength.
I'm gone. All right. I'm gone. Done. Failed. Failed. I'm gone. Done. Failed.
Opened.
I'm gone.
Okay.
All right.
So we need to find somewhere to, somehow to decipher this journal.
I'm gone. I'm gone.
Can you help me? Can you show me the sensoriums? Take me to the private sensorium.
All right.
This older man is chewing on something, muttering softly after himself. After a moment, there is a crack as he crunches down on the object in his mouth and swallows it. His bushy, brassy white eyebrows furrow for a moment, rise, and then furrow again. Greetings. Without so much as looking at you, the man reaches into his chew mat, pulls out a puce-coloured ball, regards it curiously for a moment, and pops it into his mouth. I said, greetings. The man frowns and waves you, and then nods to himself thoughtfully as he savours the flavour of whatever is put into his mouth. I've got some questions. The man smirks, bites his thumb at you, and then abruptly pulls his cheeks swell. With a violent gag, he spits up a large black fly which begins to buzz around the chamber. Minosaur candies can be damned. He cries, shaking his fist at the insect. He whirls on you. What? I had questions about you. And he pops a small red candy into his mouth. Do you always traipse about molesting puissant mages with your ignorant prattle? Babbling, blathering, chattering. The candy shoots from his mouth on chattering, flying in a high arc to land on the floor with a wet plip. He stares at it sadly. I'm sorry about your candy. It was so tasty too, he mews, and suddenly looks up and says, sorry, as you should be, you piking dung people. May you serve with respect and bash like you should know their proper place. Begins to jump up and down. Proper place. Calm down, I only mean to ask you some questions. I care not, you yeasty, beef-witted pignuts. His eyes bulge out and he jabs his finger. Now be off with you, and do not turn without being prepared to show the proper respect. Come bearing tribute, a gift. Suddenly George Cudden was saying from the sun, candies or chocolate would be nice, but nothing common, mind you. Bring something exotic. Now, be gone. Fine, I'll look around the ward for something suitable then.
Updated my journal.
Okay. So let's start with you. The sickly green stone is secured, fastened to the pedestal it rests upon. The inscription beneath it reads, The Messenger. Begin a sensation. As you touch the stone, its green exterior sharpens, clashing with its brightness, becoming more than you can bear, so much so you close your eyes to shut it out. Close your eyes to merge into the experience. As you close your eyes, you feel your skin along your arms become numb, as if all sensation is being bled from them. Tired, so tired. You try and blink, yet the darkness remains. Your lids feel soft and sluggish, unresponsive. You are sitting on what feels to be dirt floor, and around you is the smell of coppery blood and herbs. Why are you here? You came here to what? Your memory fails you, but you feel a growing panic beginning to well up within you. Try and get your bearings. Awake now, are you? Questioning all are done. There's the voice of an old woman, thick and scratchy, as if trying to force its way past a thick layer of dusts. Try as you might, you cannot open your eyes and see the woman, but you feel a shiver of fear. Something is wrong, terribly wrong. You try to respond, but all you can manage is a ragged croak. You can't feel your tongue, and your eyes? What's wrong with your eyes? Listen. Now I see me, you did. I spoke, you did. And poorly. So the price you have paid, Throne sounds amused, and then her tone dropped sharply. No more of your questions. Now you will listen, and you will remember my words. For in minding me, I shall live. You shall live. He hisses. Nod if you hear me, or another bit. What shall I take? Nod. Remember me, traveller. Remember me to a stone. One of the pretty glimmers in your festive hall. Use it like a cup. Pour what you feel into it, and know this. Remember me to a man who wears a skin of scars and tattoos, who seeks memories but has misplaced them. If smart he is, he will know the knowing of me. Tell him to find me, or if I am not to be found, tell him to come to the Glimmerstone, and we shall speak, my precious man and I. The woman pauses and hisses again. Nod if you will hear me, ragged thing. Polite to a listen so long. Then he comes to the Glimmerstone, tell the man to speak my name, and your pain shall not be in vain. Crone's voice trails off as if distracted. You try to speak again, but there's only a sick gurgling noise. What happened? Who is this person? Why are you? And you begin to feel yourself slip into unconsciousness. Ravel, Ravel, it is I.
Updated my journal.
There is silence. Ravel? Ah, my precious man. There is the slow shuffling of feet, and you feel a sharp pinprick in your left eye. You gasp, and suddenly, barely, you can see with your one and only eye. You lie in a grey hut upon a dirty floor, where blood, your bright red blood, has seeped into the surrounding grey dust. Your arms are gone. Your legs have been hacked off at the knees. Yet, you feel numbed, and there is no pain, only fear. Someone above you, someone looking down on you. As you look through your bloody blurred vision, you see a horrid bluish grey face, grinning with yellow tusks. Ravel is pleased. A wondering I was if this messenger would make it. For a weak as he was when bits were placed on my plate. He holds up a talon in front of you, and impaled on the tip of it is an eyeball, the right one. Yet to the festive hall he returned, it seems, and our time together has he shared, and now you have come. Success. Ravel, I have many questions for you. The crone shakes her head, your blurred vision seeing 3 images at once, her greyish hair like brambles, drifting down her shoulders. No, only time for answers does Ravel have, and she has no time to waste with your guest questions. Know this, and in the knowing go strong. You must find me, my precious man. But how? I do not know.
Updated my journal.
Shh. I am beyond knowing, in a lady's place. Now, shh, and I listen to Raoul, for there is much you must do. To find me, 3 things you must do. Find the door, know the key, then unlock the key. Door? The door is not a finished thing, at least when I last gazed upon it. But in the passage of passing of time, perhaps now well wrought it is. Go to the place of forges and steel. Perhaps there you will find the door that takes one to me. What is this key you speak of? To know of the key, speak to one of the knowing ones. There are many in the festival, many. Yet only one there knows the knowing of what the key is that you need. Loosen his tongue, and many speak it, and many secrets shall spill forth. When you say unlock the key, what do you mean? And knowing the key is not enough, so Ravel thinks. Knowing it and unlock it, 2 tasks that must be joined. For at times a thing knows not its nature. But you are no stranger to that. Ravel cackles a long hideous cry that fills your ears with pain. Ravel, how am I talking to you if this is someone else's experience? Of stones and experience of telling will Ravel do, but not the telling of how she speaks to you now. She speaks soothingly. Many are the branchings and twistings of Ravel's, and many are her secrets. I need you, and I need you knowing of this. Farewell, Ravel. Return, I will give what help I can. Ravel gives a final smile, a horrible yellow-fanged grin. The blackish tongue darts from her lips and lingers at the edge, teasing, but in the end, only the one question remains. What do you mean, Ravel? Only one question this I ask. Ravel's eyes blaze like fires in the red light turning her face blood red. What can change the nature of a man? At the question you feel a tremor pass through like thunder, and you feel yourself burn. Let the experience go. Your vision clears until you are standing before the hideously green stone. It looks different than before, more horrid somehow. Try to shake off the experience and leave. Okay. So we spoke to Ravel Puzzlewell. See what's on this one. What can change the nature of a man? The base of this aquatic blue stone has been sculpted so it appears to have melted into the pedestal it rests upon you. A string of perfect azure tears drips down the sides, framing the inscription beneath the pedestal. Longing. Begin the sensation. As you place your hands upon the stone, its surface ripples beneath your touch. A chill watches over your arms, like plunging your hands into a mountain stream. Close your eyes, submerge into the experience. As you close your eyes, you blink and reopen them. Your eyes are brimming with tears and you are overcome with a terrible sense of drowning. As a sensation rolls through you, there is a stirring in your breast, a hunger, poisonous like a serpent, biting into your heart, till you feel as if your breast will explode. You want desperately to steady yourself, focus, but all that comes to your eyes is tears. Wipe away your tears. You raise your hands to wipe away your tears. Your hands are soft, delicate woman's hands. They brush the stray tears from your cheek, and you cup them in your hands, each of the tears like jewels shimmering in the lights. Turn to examine the lights. The lights are cast by candle globes that drift through your sanctuary. You have come to this place to gather your thoughts, to reflect on the past with an eye towards the future, to cleanse the mind before the coming journey. Yet, you cannot concentrate. Your thoughts remain in the present, trapped there by a terrible feeling that rises within your breast. What did he mean? You close your eyes, these words echo in your mind 100,000 times. Will he ever return? The sound is a whisper and echo. Only you. Only you. Yet you hesitated at the brink of time's door, and he must have thought you afraid to go, but you were not. You were afraid to stay in the fear. The serpent rives in your breast again. It's biting into your heart, filling it to bursting with its poison. Tears come down, running down your cheeks in streams. His words are echoing. Only you. Only you. Your eyes snap open. It is his voice. You whirl and you grasp. He stands, powerful in the shadows, and he strides into the light of the drifting candid globes and feels the serpent writhing and dying. He returned, his face stern, but somewhere in those features you can almost see his pleasure at seeing you. After all, he'd returned for you. Only you can help me, Dianara, but it is wrong for me to ask you for your help. You speak, Dianara, yet it is you, grey-skinned like a statue, striding into the light. Are you that scarred? Your body looks like it has been bathed in knife blades. The wounds, the tattoos, horrible. Yet you see through Dianara's tears, and she sees. How can she see you in such a way? She puts a cloak over your features. She sees how you in such light, such terrible longing, light. For how can she feel such? Try to refocus, brace yourself, hold on to the experience. You feel your vision tearing, doubling until you are that of the man. You feel your vision tearing, doubling until you are that man striding from the light. It is you, but not you. You feel yourself being torn. It is Dianara's experience, but at the same time it is also yours. And you, what? I ask too much of you to accompany me, Dianara. I have no right to place you in such danger for my sake. It is your words, but they are a surgeon's words, chosen with cold skill, without a trace of emotion. With every word, you feel yourself sneering inside, knowing that the stricken girl will see next through her long and stained eyes. And who are you, that person? That man twisting her with your words, not knowing how powerful they are to her, like bolts from a ballista piercing her breast. Yet she sees only relief for your return. How? How can she feel and not know you mean to? I've come to ask your forgiveness, Diana. I shall return to you as soon as I am able to. Your vision tears again, doubling and bleeding until you are facing yourself again, desperately trying to speak, to warn Dianara that this is not a man, but a creature that kills for his own needs. He doesn't care about you, Dianara. You are a tool to him, a tool he needs to. But Dianara speaks, and you can't stop her. I would place myself in 1,000 dangers, embrace eternity for you, my love. I am not afraid. Listen to me. I will accompany you through the plains themselves should bar. Though the plains themselves should bar the way, you feel yourself shattering relief and satisfaction. His satisfaction at her knowing she would say them, always knowing. and her admission of love is like the slamming of a portcullis across your heart. Trapped. She is yours, but you must be certain, so you drive the nail home. The way is dangerous. You will have to be strong, far stronger than you are now. Swimming through her mind, relief, the wave of relief, the end of the longing, yet longing for him more at his words, not noticing his manipulations. All you need to be is strong, and his path shall be as one with yours. Your thoughts are like fires. You can be strong, stronger than he knows. You know no fear. You would die for him. I can be strong, my love. I will. Her words slide off him like water. The serpent in her breast, the one piercing her heart with its poison, has been replaced by a serpent in the flesh. She sees nothing of this. His next words are planned carefully, so carefully. I can't say if we'll succeed, Dianara, but I'll do my best to protect you, and I'll expect nothing less of the same from you. You may be required to make some sacrifices. At that final terrible word, you feel yourself being torn apart. He means her harm. He means you harm, for you are hurt, and he means to hurt her. Yet you need her to be harmed, and you want to scream at her that she is in danger. Run, run, Dianara, for his eyes unmake all things, and... Of course, my love, life is sacrifice. This I have learnt. You, she, her, you speak the words, and in it you feel yourself dying inside. You are a spectator, and you have watched a woman die, for the words are a death sentence, yet still, she speaks, unheeding, uncaring. I left a legacy in my father's keeping, my love. Ask for the 6th, the 3rd, the K, and the S. In it, I bequeath everything for you. It's not much, but with it I left.
Updated my journal.
You, him, a wave of irritation washes over you. You clench your teeth to prevent the irritation crossing your features. Must she always continue to prattle even when you do not prompt her? Must she? No, keep the irritation inside, only a trace slips out. Come now. I cannot die, Dianara. There is no need for such foolishness. She is overcome with fear that revolts you, and the fear rolls up inside her. You, as you watch him frown, and you haste and correct him, must know the reasons and know the wisdom behind them, so he's impressed with your planning. Speak before he turns away. I know I can often act foolishly, my love, but you said yourself that you can forget things if you are badly hurt. There are things in the legacy that could help you remember, should you forget yourself.
Updated my journal.
You coldly regard her through your eyes, tracing your gaze along the unfurled brow. Wrinkled with worry and desperation, she has acted as you expected, yet there is something in what she says. Perhaps, yet I hope nothing in this legacy is of value. I do not want you to leave any things here in some safe that could be of use on our journey. Our illusion is shattered just for a moment. You watch silent as the emotion falls to the ground, splintering like the steel glass of some use. Such a casual statement, yet even Dianara sees, and you hope just for a moment. You hope she sees him for what he is, the serpent. And your hope dies as in Dianara's eyes the emotion is rebuilt. The slivers being drawn into the ground, the illusion rebuilt, and a slight sliver of pain remains. He thinks you have done something foolish. You did it, yet you did it for him. He must make important amends. But how? You must convince him the legacy is unimportant, but it isn't, it is everything. The legacy, my love, is just a few things to help you remember. The sigh of words falls on Diana so quick, so sharp you cannot follow its arcing path. A legacy, the things you do, Diana, such romantic gestures, no matter. No, you, Dianara, you have driven him away again, like you did the night before. You feel the serpent stone again reborn, curling around your heart. There is the softest of hisses, yet he does not hear. Would you wish to leave a legacy, my love, for yourself or for anyone you would want to? It might help you remember if you left something for yourself or for the ones you loved. The word scythe falls again, terrible and swift, yet this time the illusion holds and the serpent is cloaked. The serpent is cunning, and it shall not reveal himself until it strikes. A legacy for myself? Not likely. The things I would leave for myself would not be safe in some advocate's office, Dianara, but enough of this, I must leave. He is leaving, you must make him remain, and the evidence swirls around you. Terrible. He is leaving, you must make him remain, and experience swirls around you, terrible and spiraling towards the final scene. The question she wants to ask. Don't ask it, Diana. Don't ask it, be silent, be silent. My love, before you go. Anger is irritation. What now, girl? What now, you mewling banshee? Before I go? It looks like I'm in no danger of that. Come, Dianara. Can't these questions wait for the morn? There is much. See, she is desperate, drowning. Say it, say it, say it. And you speak it. Do you want me to come with you, my love? The rush of emotion dies in your mind. This is the end. The words you are about to speak are true, but the truth is not the truth she sees. There are no lies, only cold calculations. Of course he wants you to come with him, Dianara. You understand it clearly, too clearly. He's invested too much in a poor girl to let her go. Of course, Dianara, I wouldn't have asked you to come with me if I did not want your company. You know how I feel about you. There is a silence in his mind, and in the hissing of our thoughts, a response sharp and deadly like a dagger blade. The lie comes swiftly, unburdened by emotion. I love you, Dianara. And you want to scream as you feel the lie wash over her like a radiance, but it is a shadow of truth. A serpent's kiss. He means you harm, and she can't see you want to call out, but she is crying with joy, even as cry with joy, with frustration, with joy, with despair. The drowning washes over you like the emotion washes over you like you are drowning, and you need to speak. You long to speak, but you cannot, and you scream as you can hear. Tear your hands from the stone, bloody tears rushing from your eyes, running from streams down your arms, down your hands, coat the stone, blood, her blood, and you can't warn her, and you can't stop crying. And suddenly, fall from grace is there, as her touch is gentle as silk, and she brushes the tears from your eyes, even as you feel through the screams welling up with you. She cradling your face through your bloody tears. I can't bear it. I couldn't stop her. I wanted to, but I couldn't do anything. Vane looks into your eyes, and she nods sadly in understanding. And that is the nature of longing, the desire for which you cannot change or possess. She studies you with joy in your hand, now soaked in your blood. Will you be all right? Yes, I just need a moment. Very well. Vane goes, we will continue when you are ready. Take a breath, try and collect your thoughts. As much as you want to hurl the memory of the experience from you, you hold it fast because you know it's important to remember it. It was you in that experience. It was Dianara's experience, but because it was you, your memories flooded you and you could feel both sides at once. Who were you? Who was that shade of you? Turn from the stone, leave. Okay. I think I'm going to leave it here. This has been Vane doing Let's Play Planescape Torment. If you like what you see in here, be sure to like, subscribe, share and comment. Please consider sponsoring me on Patreon, and until next time, goodbye.